Allen.
Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Clark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out? Almost like the 1-2 punch.
Clark, they've shared the load offensively.
Yeah, they've done a nice job with it, Kevin. Everybody's touching the ball. There's a nice flow to what they're doing offensively.
And, guys, they've put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react, and that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively.
And he gets it to go. And Brooklyn leads by 6.
Some big points there. I mean, they got him on a nice play to get the ball right to the bucket.
And exactly what they're looking for down the stretch, Clark. Just more of the same.
For Brooklyn, they had shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here.
They've already picked up a number of fouls here, and they're in the penalty. Not a good sign. They need to focus on moving their feet, keeping their hands up, and defending without foul.
And Atlanta calls their first timeout of the game. Both free throws good from Trevor Ariza.
He has such terrific form and consistency on his free throw. Beautiful to watch. Making a long pass like that is always a risky proposition.
Brooklyn leading by 8. To the inside, Russell. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. For Brooklyn, they have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12. First free throw is good.
They've been committing a lot of turnovers, and I imagine that's exactly what they're talking about right now. They need to tighten it up.
Atlanta calls timeout. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Atlanta trails by 10. To the middle. It's tipped. Outside Korver. Lopez kicks to Korver. Outside Hill. From outside off the mark. Brooklyn with the ball.
Clock is clearly on their side.
Exactly, and they can hold it for the last shot, and I think they will.
And he gets it to go. And that's 11 points for Barnes.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
That's a 2 from Korver. Atlanta again missing.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Brooklyn ahead. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the 4th. Brooklyn leading by 12. Kyle Korver is up there with Hill. Then there's J.R. Smith. Then there's Robin Lopez. And it's Mozgov in at the 5. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Brooklyn with the ball. Wall with it. Allen outside. Back to Wall. Launches it. Atlanta with the rebound. Anthony's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Oh, and the jam by Westbrook.
Really hard to decide, guys, which was better. The pass, the catch, or the slam?
Clark, there's no wrong answer to that one, my friend. Sensational alley-oop all the way around.
Agreed.
And guys, you know what? You wouldn't know that they're the team that's actually trailing with how they were able to pull that play off.
Here's Irving. The shot will not go. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. Allen kicks to Wall. Westbrook with the block. To the paint. Here's Anthony. The offensive rebound. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. The kick out to Irving. Here's Porzingis. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
Porzingis at the line for 2.
Good on the second free throw. So it's Brooklyn now. And here's Wall. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Looking to get back on track here. The shot misses. Great D that time from Westbrook. Down low. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Green. Taken away by Anthony. Here's Irving. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
And the deeper we get into this game, it seems like the more the offenses are in rhythm.
Without question. I mean, both of these teams are firing on full broadband bandwidth. I mean, full throttle ahead.
Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
And here's Anthony for 3. Brooklyn leading by 9. Outside, Wall. In the corner, Iguodala with it. Back to Wall. Clock at 6. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. Here's Green. It's deflected. And that's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Irving passes to Chandler. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne.
And here's Anthony from the arc. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got his 7th assist in the game.
How about this run they're in the midst of, on the verge of tying it up or maybe even taking the lead?
Has been an unreal turnaround, and I give a lot of credit to the defense right along with what they did on offense, because the defense actually gave them the spark they needed.
Here's Drummond. Atlanta with the rebound. Chandler's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Irving gives it to Chandler.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Clark, neither team with a big advantage here in the fourth quarter.
5 times we've had the lead switch so far. I mean, back and forth we go.
And Clark, that could rise again before we're through.
And he commits the intentional foul. .119 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Chandler with a screen for Irving. To the inside. It's stolen by Allen.
Yeah, but in the first half, he was just purely flawless as a ball securer. But that certainly hasn't been the case here in the second half.
Dishes to Drummond. And the officials call a traveling violation.
You know, that turnover right there isn't typical of the performance he's turned in today. In fact, that's his only turnover of the game. He's done a really good job taking care of the ball.
It's Westbrook with the drive.
And Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this guy.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun. You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And, guys, anytime it's real tight, you're looking for something that could be potentially a momentum builder, and that's exactly what that play looks to be.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr was going over with his team. He urged his players to keep fighting, saying, we're right there, but the margin of error has shrunk. We've got to play aggressive and smart. Guys?
That was massive.
You know it. He's stepping right into the spotlight there.
Wall against Irving. It's in!
Kyrie Irving has simply caught fire.
No time to spare. They need a bucket.
Without question. Then maybe a steal or a foul to get the clock stopped as well.
He hits the first one, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. And a tough break is his second attempt at the line. No good.
He gets them to within 1 possession, but that miss puts a lot of pressure on their defense. And really, I like the fact that even with the big lead, they never coasted.
To me, that's a sign of a really good team, Greg, because you should always be playing against the game and yourself. I know there's an opponent out there, but when you have a lead, it's all about continuing to execute. Do what you do and stay true to that. And I like that aggressiveness and full speed ahead kind of attack that they have.
And here's Korver from the arc. They get it back. Drummond. Green kicks to Iguodala. Korver gets a wide open look. Trifecta.
That is a real nice looking deep 3 ball there, fellas.
Yeah, Clark, major confidence on display.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what, Greg? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late game free throws are a lot different than early game free throws in terms of making them.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. They're behind by 4. 5 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, what do you think?
I mean, it's iffy that there's enough time to even get a quick shot and a foul.
I agree with you. The time is not on their side, but that's really their only hope, so I'm sure that's what they'll try to do.
And so the big win by Atlanta in a tight game. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans. But Clark, in the end, everyone's satisfied.
Yeah, you know, it looked like for a moment there the outcome was in doubt, but give them a lot of credit for hanging tough, persevering, and finishing strong.
And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan along with our entire 2K Sports